Salve, salve galera, tudo certo? Aqui é o Marcos, trago hoje Tell Me Why, o jogo da DONTNOD Entertainment, que é o estúdio responsável pela franquia Life is Strange. Teve aquele outro jogo também que até foi gratuito, esqueci agora, deu branco. Captain Spirit, isso foi gratuito. Eles fizeram também o Vampir, esse eu não gostei muito, mas esse Tell Me Why aqui, pelo que promete, pelo pouco que eu li, porque eu costumo não ler muito sobre os jogos antes de gravar vídeo, porque eu não gosto de tomar spoiler, eu gosto de ficar surpreso. Ele tem uma pegada mais séria no estilo do Life is Strange. Eu mexi aqui só na configuração gráfica, assim, tipo, coloquei a fonte grande e 60 FPS, o resto eu deixei padrão. O jogo está disponível para Xbox One, via Game Pass, inclusive, e no PC, também no Game Pass e na Steam. Estou jogando a versão do PC do Game Pass. Belos Crossing, Alasca. Parece a imagem de uma câmera de segurança. Um pixelado meio estranho.
Hey, kiddo. I need to ask you a few questions, okay?
Estou sendo interrogado.
Can you tell me what happened tonight?
I went to show her my haircut. She had a gun.
Take your time.
She freaked out.
It's okay.
No, it's not. It's not okay. My mom tried to kill me, so I stabbed her.
Porra?
I killed my mother.
Pesado já o começo, hein? De volta ao lar. Vou pegar esse nome depois pra colocar no título, se eu lembrar. A DONTNOD pra variar, né? Trilha sonora, sempre espetáculo. Olha o ângulo de câmera, direção de arte. Nossa, dá frio só de olhar. Que o Alasca, apesar de ser um território americano, pertence aos Estados Unidos, ele fica ao lado do Canadá, então, tipo, muito frio. Mas o gráfico tá mais bonito que o Life is Strange. Segue aquela pegada cartoonizada ainda, mas parece que der uma boa de uma caprichada. Dá pra ver muito mais detalhes. Até onde eu li, eles são gêmeos. Eu li a sinopse do site da Microsoft. E o nome deles, que eu já não lembro mais, mas daqui a pouco vai aparecer. E quase que eu contrario os meus instintos e faço esse vídeo em live. O primeiro episódio. Mas eu não sei quanto tempo ele pode levar também. Não quero ir até muito tarde. Eu vou tentar gravar o episódio inteiro. E provavelmente ele não vai pro ar no dia do lançamento, que foi lançado hoje, 1h da tarde. Entenda por hoje, dia 27 de agosto de 2020. Coisas a fazer. Presente, itinerário, papá. Acabei não lendo o mapa da Alasca ali. Mas se ele for na pegada do Life is Strange, dá mais ou menos umas 3 horas por episódio, por aí, a primeira vez. Jogando as cegas, assim. Deu uma baixada brusca, né?
Okay, first,
Alyson.
find the keys to the old house. Then, I'm gonna drive to Fireweed and I'm not going to freak out. Everything's fine.
Bom, já começa controlando a Alyson aqui.
I need to bring this with me to Juneau. I should probably get rid of this. I mean, I can stream it anytime I want. But it makes me happy just to look at the box.
Jornada Estelar, Bruxas de Eldan, temporários 1 e 2, beleza. Biblioteca. Opa! É o que eu vi, mano. A nave ali, que ela tava lendo. As notícias.
No. In my desk drawer, maybe?
Chefe da polícia Brown. Tem aqui legenda. Delegado Brown pede que o conselho reconsidere o orçamento. Deve nas drogas, papá, candidato, beleza. É que tem muito na pegada de detalhes nesse jogo, nesse estilo de jogos da DONTNOD.
Michael and Tyler are so gonna hit it off.
Que o problema é se a gente passa assim, tipo, despercebido ou tenta rushar, perde muita coisa da história.
It's gonna be so crazy to see him after all these years.
Ali estão. Na época ainda 2 meninas. Que o irmão dela é transgênero. Talvez tenha sido esse o motivo da mãe ter tentado matar ele. Aqui a lista de coisas a fazer. Presente, cronograma, como exibir chave de carro.
All set, I think. Still need to find those damn house keys. I should probably check my email one more time before I go. No, I've already done that 3 times this morning.
No Life is Strange ele me deixa olhar os e-mails. E o tempo, uma dupla papapá, não vou ficar. É tentador ficar vendo detalhes assim. Muito bem trabalhado, espelho. Gostei. Não tá na bolsa, provavelmente eu vou ter que sair daqui. Pra dar uma olhada no equipamento aqui.
High school. I'm probably super rusty. Probably not gonna see any stars at this time of day.
É dia.
I could look at this artwork all day.
Já percebi que ela gosta de coisas relacionadas ao espaço.
Why would it be in here?
Foco. Mais ou menos pra gente ver. Entre nós, papá. Livros. Tá, beleza, provavelmente é. Se não tiver na gaveta. Que eu não tinha me ligado que tinha uma gaveta aqui. Não tá na gaveta.
Oh, come on. Why do I still have this? Every time I look at it, it
Que é um
reminds
ex?
me of how very single I am.
É um ex. Baile de formatura de 2002. Eu também não vi quando que se passa esse jogo. Qual é a linha do tempo dele. Se ele é atual. Que o Life is Strange ele já é um jogo mais antigo, mas depois do Before the Storm ele passa antes do primeiro. Deixa a chave do carro dentro de uma caixa embaixo da cama. Que é isso?
So that's where you've been hiding.
Ah, é o Mutano? Pelo menos parece Mutano.
This feels like another lifetime.
Dos Jovens Titãs, pra quem não pegou referência. Sim, eu sou velho e assisto o desenho até hoje, daí. Me julguem.
Alright. I think I'm
Bora
ready to
então.
go now.
Pera aí, vamos arriscar não. Ah, o R2 não corre, normalmente nesses jogos R2 corre. Faz a risco.
Alright. I think I'm ready to go now.
Ah, é da casa, não do carro. Achei que fosse a chave do carro. Não sei por que me veio isso à cabeça. Olha que eu vi também um pôster do sistema solar lá. Tá aí na Itália.
She's gonna be so awkward.
Caro Tyler, sei que você deve estar pensando uma carta? Para que ser estranho é formal? Quando o problema de mandar e-mail. Qual o problema de mandar e-mail, perdão? Bem, eu achei que uma carta seria melhor que mandar um... Fala, mano. Só queria dar um toque no meu gêmeo assistindo nos reunirmos depois de 10 anos de você curtindo o cilindro. Ah, ele foi preso. Foi julgado como adulto. Também não sei que idade ele tinha. Sei lá, você ainda vai me agradecer. Quando tivermos 90 anos e formos dominados por robôs. Pelo menos vai ter algo para ler que não seja numa tela, tá vendo? Sou muito precavido. Ah, verdade. Enfim, mal posso acreditar que você já vai sair em algumas semanas. Sério mesmo, que da hora. Com certeza vou me comportar estranho quando te ver. Essa fonte é meio ruimzinha de... Quando te ver. Então finge que tá tudo bem, beleza? Aquela luz ali bem na minha lata, na minha face, minha cara, nas minhas fuças. Me atrapalha um pouco. Como foi seu último mês? Ficou triste? Vai deixar? Papá, eu não vou ler em voz alta. Qualquer coisa, depois eu vou fazer uma leitura dinâmica pra pelo menos entender. Qualquer coisa, só dá pause no vídeo pra olhar. Tá, beleza. Ficou 10 anos preso.
This room for the last time. Okay, I'm pretty much done here. I just need to grab my goblin and I'm off.
Vou dar uma passada de olho aqui também, só pra... Sabe? Blá 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 blá. Obrigado, valeu, cara. Tá. Oh, muito bom, muito legal esse pôster ali. The Drowning. Em 2015. Ah, ele fez reposição hormonal, sim, óbvio, né? Transgênero. Como é que é ter barba? Por isso que tá ali marcado pra comprar testosterona. Leva junto essa caixa de tralha roubado. Achado não é roubado. Só isso? Tipo, não vai levar junto mesmo, né?
Denali, I need to get my application ready for next summer. You stay here. Educate the youngsters in classic cinema.
Ah, tá. É ali que ele... O mutano. Pelo menos...
Hey, little guy. You're gonna be reunited with your sister soon.
Cara, se não for um mutano, tipo, é muito parecido com ele.
Cool. I guess I'm totally ready to go now. Bye, Herbert.
Herbert. Boa. Herb. Em inglês é planta. Herbert.
I know most of these by heart at this point. Wish I could have finished this before I left, but God, it was a slog. Bummed I have to leave this behind, but the old house would probably collapse if I blasted this inside.
Tá. Eu já vi que gosta de música.
Oh, gonna miss these dum-dums.
Fugiu. Acho que era isso então, né? Vamos encontrar a irmã. Não tava exatamente preso, então, tipo, ele tava num reformatório, pelo que eu pude ver. Ele não tava parecendo uma cela de prisão, nem a pau. Nós temos amanhãs por um motivo, deve ser escrito na parede atrás dele, né? Bem-vindo de volta. Nós temos os detalhes do rosto, da barba. A DONTNOD deu uma caprichada boa no gráfico. Mesmo nisso, não. Pra quê? O fundo desfocado. Muito bom.
Hi, Tyler.
Eu vi que o Edu já lançou vídeo
First time we see each other in 10 years, and it's
e ele deve ter falado muito da direção de arte.
Sorry,
It's fine, Alyson. High's a good place to start.
God, it's good to see you.
Likewise.
You have anything else you need to get?
No, this is it. My last 10 years in a bag.
Tipo umas 10 anos lá, não.
We just have time to make the morning ferry. You look good in that.
Thanks. One of my mentees designed it.
It's really good.
Yeah, he's so incredibly talented. I got a couple of local coffee shops to hang his art.
Tyler Ronan, shaping the leaders of tomorrow.
Yep, we're screwed.
So, are you gonna miss anything about this place?
Pelo jeito tinha vários amigos ali.
Honestly, people. The other residents, my mentees, my counselor Aaron. It took me a while to fit in, but once I did, it felt like home. They made me feel safe. Safe enough to be me.
That's so great. I'm really happy for you.
We planning to drive to Delos Crossing or push?
You are welcome to walk.
Nah, I'll take my chances.
Isso vai caminhar no frio.
Or anything?
Esquentar um pouco.
Looked. Let's go.
Agora não sei se eu controlo os dois. Se vai revezando, como é que vai ser. Olha a montanha lá atrás, olha o ângulo de câmera do fim de manhã. Cara, o Edu tem razão, direção de arte desse jogo, né? Eu ainda não assisti o vídeo dele, mas eu tenho certeza que ele falou isso.
Not creative enough to make that stuff up. Oh, and just last week, they had to turn the ferry around because a bear was on board.
No way.
Someone heard a commotion in the back of a delivery truck, so they opened it up. And there was the bear, fat and happy on a literal mountain of empty chip bags.
Eu lembrei do Leon Danilson agora. Eles se borram de medo de ursos. Que onde eles moram
So then what happened?
é território de urso.
I'm not sure. I think they couldn't get him to leave, so they tranked him.
Oh, poor buddy. Shot in the ass just for getting the munchies.
Yeah, well, you know what they say. Safety first in bear country.
Yeah, but prevention is best. Common sense goes a long way in keeping them from getting shot.
The bear is fine, Tyler.
For now. You hear they've been talking about loosening up regulations on trophy hunting again?
Eu botei legenda
Tag limits and unique
grande e eu tô achando pequeno.
even bringing back hibernation hunting. What kind of asshole gets off on killing a sleeping animal? I'm not against hunting, but predators play a vital role in the health of our natural parks. What? Why are you smiling? I'm being serious.
Oh, I can tell, Ranger Tyler.
Not yet. But at least I got the school part out of the way.
I can't believe you've got a bachelor's already. While I boast a half-completed certificate in accounting from an online college that may have stolen my credit card number.
You'll figure out what you want. You have time.
How are you feeling?
Livre.
Like I'm about to drive straight into a whiteout and my fog lights are dead.
Nossa, tá muito bonito isso aqui, tá louco.
What about you? Alyson?
Whoa. Zoned out there for a second. Sorry.
What's up?
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to wrap my head around the fact that you're right here, standing beside me, on our way to Delos.
You don't have to apologize. It's a lot. Why did we take the ferry instead of the coast road?
Because I didn't want to be stuck in the car with you for an extra 2 hours.
Ha ha.
We have to take the ferry. It's the only way to reach Delos from Fireweed.
I see. Well, good. I don't think my stomach could have taken 2 more hours of how you handle curves.
I'm sorry, do you want to take over driving when we dock?
No.
You're gonna have to get back behind that wheel at some point, you know.
Look, I put a fireweed van nose first in a ditch.
Hey, at least you missed the porcupine.
Deu uma panorâmica daqui.
I'm guessing things haven't changed much.
You mean in Delos? Still the capital of East Jesus Nowhere. Can't wait to get out of here.
Was it really that bad?
Pretty much. But it could definitely have been worse.
Like if you'd been tucked away in a center for troubled youth?
Right.
At least you had Michael.
Yeah. I don't think I'd have survived high school without him.
Bet you're gonna miss him when you move to Juneau. How's he doing?
Good. Good. But I haven't seen him much outside of work lately. He's been busy with his dance and helping his clan organize a potlatch. Is that smoke coming out of Stonehouse?
Guess someone finally bought that old shack.
That, or the ghosts are cozying up by the fire.
Think the new owners know it's totally haunted?
I'm sure Tina did her best to keep them from figuring it out. At least until the paperwork was signed. Ugh. That house always gave me the creeps. Those windows are like huge gawking eyes.
You think people talk about our house this way?
Probably.
Eu gostei que dá pra interagir com o ambiente aqui. Não é exatamente interagir, mas comentar sobre.
So, we're really going back there, huh?
To Stonehouse?
I mean, we're going home.
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
Think the house will sell?
No interested buyers yet. Turns out people don't line up to buy murder houses with no electricity.
At least it's got one hell of a view, unlike Juneau.
Hey, Juneau has mountain views aplenty. It just also has people and fun. You still thinking you might be my roomie?
Thinking about it.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Por que não?
Shoot.
I was told... after you, well, graduated, I guess, and became a mentor 3 years ago, you still basically spent all your time at Fireweed, right?
Pretty much. There were a few times I tried to go to these meetups for trans people in Juneau, but something always came up. I probably should have put myself out there more, but it was better to be around in case the residents needed me.
So you were free to come and go as you pleased?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
Oh, nothing. Just being an overly invested sister. Curious how you spent your time.
Nossa. Mesmo sendo um jogo cartoonizado, é muito bonito, tá louco. Ai, do nada, assim, dá uma desfocada no fundo pra
Yeah?
puxar a direção de arte, tá perfeita mesmo.
Spit it out.
Okay, you need to promise not to freak out.
What is it?
It's a gift. From Eddie. I know he's not your favorite person, but
I'm sorry. When you said Eddie, I thought you meant Chief Brown, as in the police officer who arrested me.
come on, Ty, don't...
And your adopted father, the man who didn't let you visit me for 7 years.
The Fireweed administration backed him up, Tyler. They thought it was best for both of us.
Yeah, well, it wasn't.
It's a peace offering. And you're the two most important people in my life. Please? For me?
He can't buy my forgiveness with some cheap-ass trinket.
It's a gift, Tyler. You know what gift-giving means in Tlingit culture, and what it means to refuse one.
Tá. Fazer desfeita também.
Fine. I'll take it, but I'm not going to wear it.
Really?
Really. Just so we're clear,
É meio caminho andado.
this was for you, not Chief Brown.
You know, you could call him Eddie, or even Uncle.
Hard pass. Did you hear that? Whoa! No place like home.
Yeah. Would it ruin the moment?
Gostei do corte de cabelo dele.
Home?
Yes. Completely.
Sorry.
Go ahead and stop apologizing all the time.
Okay, sorry. Thanks.
Acabou de falar de novo. Agora eu vou... Beleza. Eu já tô vendo que o R2 não é correr.
Being back on this boat.
Provavelmente ele vai refletir. Vamos ver. Não. Achei que fosse algo parecido com que a Max fazia e a Chloe no Before the Storm. Paravam, ficavam pensando com uma música de fundo. Olha lá a cachoeira. Né? A ecologia importa. Né? Esse aqui, né? Como sair? Tipo, sair de fora pra dentro do carro. Perigo não entre. Queria subir lá. Aqui também ele vai ficar refletindo. Não, mas já valeu a pena. Não vou conseguir jogar o capítulo de uma vez só. Ou não vou conseguir parar de jogar também. Talvez eu precise para fazer uma pausa pro banheiro, mas... Não sai do seu carro, mantenha o cinto de... Bom, tá. Não sai do veículo enquanto a balsa estiver atracando. Hein? Tá escrito ali que não é pra deixar o carro e pra manter o cinto de segurança. Tá, tudo bem. Mas provavelmente é quando tiver atracando mesmo, porque eu sei que eu atravessava uma balsa aqui perto. Eu tinha uma namorada em São Jerônimo que eu precisava passar por... Eu ia até Triunfo e passava por uma balsa de São Jerônimo. Aí eu tinha que estar dentro do carro na hora aqui. Apesar de que era uma travessia inteira, mas era bem um cidadão ali, vamos ver se dá pra... Quando todo o resto falhado, a gente fazia o que o capitão sugeriu. Eu te disse... Tá. Não vou vasculhar, isso aqui é dele. Mas eu vou ter a decência de falar com ele. Olá, senhor.
Morning.
Hello.
Enjoying the ride?
Por que não?
I don't think I could ever get tired of this.
Agreed. Where are you headed?
Delos Crossing?
Same here. You from around here?
Sim.
Born and bred.
You don't say. I moved to Anchorage around your age. Delos was mostly Alaskan natives then. Clanky and Ida. I haven't been home in 5 years.
Você é invasivo perguntar.
I'll say. You may not know it yet, but your folks, they get old real fast.
Não a mãe dele.
Right.
I'm Alex, by the way.
Prazer.
Alex Gershwin.
Tyler.
Relation
Huh?
to George Gershwin. Gershwin, the pianist. Folks are always asking if we're related, so I try to hit it off at the pass.
Oh,
What'd you say your name was?
just call me Tyler.
Alright.
Ele não me falou o sobrenome dele também?
Likewise, sir.
Agora eu vou bisbilhotar teu carro.
Yikes.
Hey, I heard that.
Cadê aqueles fanáticos por arma? Retrato. O gun control que eles falam lá seria pra... as pessoas não têm muito, né? Seria pra restringir mais o uso de armas. E o headshot, que não tem nada a ver com retrato ali, seria o tiro na cabeça. A não ser que seja uma expressão usada no Alasca que eu não conheça, né? Mas tudo bem. Apesar de que não foi o primeiro erro de tradução, não exatamente, de interpretação, digamos assim. Bom, deixa primeiro eu interpretar pra mim antes de ler aquilo ali. Você veja meu spot, tá? Verifique meu... Tipo um gradadinho é vendido por 6 lá. Hein? Tudo a ver. Já?
Let's go.
Queria vasculhar as coisas do tio ali. Olha. Muito bom isso. Direção de arte. Só tá achando mais silencioso do que os outros jogos da DONTNOD, que normalmente tem uma trilha sonora muito significativa. Ou de repente tiraram também pra facilitar a vida dos produtores de conteúdo, porque qualquer coisinha é claim, né? Claim, desmonetização. Chegaram. Ela não parece muito feliz, né? A musiquinha de suspense já dá sentindo o cheiro de casa. De liberdade, né? Apesar de que ele mencionou que ele poderia sair. Nossa, isso deve estar gelado. O cara vai sem luva e bota a mão. Tipo, deve estar gelado assim de grudar a mão. Que massa. A casa já tá
Wow.
abandonada há quanto tempo? 10 anos.
I remember it. Only faded.
Like a Polaroid left on a windowsill.
From the outside, it almost looks charming.
Charm's not the problem. Structural integrity may be an issue.
You think there's a chance whoever buys it will just tear it down?
If someone buys it, they can do whatever they want with it.
You wouldn't care at all?
Would you?
Sure. Everywhere I look, I see a piece of one of our adventures.
Everywhere I look, I just see her.
Alyson, we could go grab a bite. Start this tomorrow?
No. The only way to get this done is to do it.
E agora?
After you.
Ela não vai deixar eu explorar, né? Certamente não. Ah, não. Não tinha nada a ver com R. Simplesmente ele corre. Corre assim, tipo, porque quer mesmo. Agora, acho que algumas coisas, eu vi pneus velhos aqui, eu vi mais coisa aqui pra me chamar a atenção. O que é isso? O que era isso? Uma bicicleta?
These roads with this thing.
She'd rather have broken her neck than spend money on a new one.
Yeah, at least the shed's still standing.
Yep. I don't want to think about what might be living inside it, though.
Well, better alive than dead.
Ugh, yes. Deal
Sapos.
with that later. Anything else?
I can't believe these are still here.
Yeah. We should hide them so they don't frighten away potential buyers.
Tô com medo de...
No way.
O
I
quê?
can't believe it's still there.
Tá, ela achou alguma coisa, beleza. Deixa eu vasculhar isso aqui. Eu tava evitando de entrar na casa. Porque eu tô achando que é lá o objetivo. Então, tipo, eu vou tentar explorar o máximo antes de entrar. Mas eu tô achando que por ali por baixo é por onde eles vão entrar.
What was she doing out here that night? Come on.
Homemade cleaning products may be better for the planet, but they do not have the same shelf life.
Oh, add it to the shopping list. She did not like us using her tools.
She was probably just afraid we'd hurt ourselves.
Or she thought we'd go on a rampage and tear up her precious plants.
We would have.
Well,
Eles não tinham uma relação muito boa com o tamanho deles, né?
They're good quality, too. Marianne wanted stuff like that to last.
Tá, já sei o que tem ali. E já percebi que não dá pra entrar. Agora o que ela falou que ainda tá aqui?
remember how mad she'd get if we didn't use the compost?
And she always knew
Ah.
we were lying.
Waste not, or kiss the planet goodbye.
Uma composteira. Imagina a manhaca que deve estar aquilo ali.
I bet we left all kinds of cool things in there.
Ah, não. Eu achei que ia ser uma forma de entrar por aqui. Ou por aqui. Aqui eu fico pressionando o R2 loucamente para correr, mas eu esqueço que eu não tô exatamente jogando Life is
This will
Strange.
shock you, but it's locked.
This will shock you, but most people try the front door first.
É, provavelmente a porta da frente tá aberta mesmo.
At least we don't have any use for this right now.
Luckily. Remember the snowstorm in 2004? Marianne had us digging for hours.
I remember she made it a game at least.
That's right. We made tunnels to escape the ice troll.
We gotta hand it to her. She can make us do anything if she turned it into a goblin tail.
Tá, é pra entrar pela frente.
It's locked.
Seriously? Why haven't you checked the front door?
Because true adventurers never walk a straight line.
Tá, eu sei que a casa é o objetivo. Eu tô explorando. Desculpa, eu sou assim. Isso é um lago congelado.
You really want to go out there?
No, you're right.
Ah, ela não me deixa ir. Isso aqui no verão deve ser bonito. Mas acho que é bonito assim, essa paisagem no inverno
Looks like a
também.
neighbor came by.
It's funny. I can't remember any signs of them when we were kids.
Probably because our mother scared the shit out of them.
Yeah, she scared everybody else off too.
You need a break already, Ronan?
No, just sitting, enjoying the view.
Precisa um pouco dela, né?
How are you feeling?
Tired. I didn't sleep much last night.
Yeah. I can't believe how we used to run around for hours without stopping.
Yeah. Always a troll to run away from, or a treasure to find.
We definitely never lacked imagination.
Marianne didn't either. It was the one thing that brought us all together. Even in the end.
She told a new story, didn't she? That night? It was... weird.
Eu já perguntei como é que ela tá.
She
Então
built
tá,
this bench,
eu
right?
consigo
You're
perguntar
trying to
outras
scare
coisas.
me off so you can steal my seat? It won't work.
No, I just remember us all sitting here after. I fell asleep and woke up really stiff later.
I don't remember us sitting anywhere for more than a few seconds, which sounds exhausting now.
We're just old.
At least we've got a few more years before we're...
As old as her.
Tá, bora.
Come on, that's enough rest for us. Let's get inside.
All right.
Vamos, Tyler. Levanta. Ganhei um troféu. Não era nem intenção. Agora eu acabei de lembrar que tem colecionáveis. Aquilo ali eu já olhei. Nós viemos do carro, que acho que era pra lá. É. Tá ali o portão congelado.
After you.
Opa, peraí.
Marianne always spoiled the birds.
She liked animals way more than people.
I can relate to that.
Essa Marianne que ele chama é a mãe dele? Que ele matou, tentou, sei lá.
You remember that?
Come on, Tyler. It's freezing out here.
You're right. Sorry. Let's head inside.
Ah, não adianta, eu vou parar de enrolar, beleza? O jogo quer que eu entre, eu já percebi isso há muito tempo. Mas aqui eu gosto de explorar os detalhes. Ainda mais os jogos da DONTNOD, os caras pensam em tudo.
Before you left Fireweed, the door's right there.
Mas ela fica incomodando, não adianta. Tá?
Locked.
Well, it's a good thing I remember.
Ah, era essa a chave do começo do jogo.
You sure that's the right key?
Yes. Maybe someone changed the lock.
Who would change the lock on us?
I don't know. We're screwed.
You got a plan B?
Tem,
Yeah.
botou o pé na porta.
We'll find another way in. I never knew a locked door that could keep the crafty goblins out.
Yeah, we had a million ways in and out of this old house. At least one of them's gotta work.
Ah, e agora provavelmente eu vou lá pelo porão.
The crafty goblins. I haven't thought about them in forever. Or should I say, us.
We almost spent more time as goblins than we did as kids.
Oh, do you remember all the other characters? The Moon Hag, the Ice King, the Old Bear. You need a hand with that?
No, it should be fine.
Okay.
If we just get this board out of the way, I could probably squeeze through.
Eu já tava imaginando desde o começo que era por ali a entrada.
Pry it off.
Eu acho que o jogo ia fazer eu testar todas as portas mesmo.
We need a screwdriver.
Tá, e pegar onde? Adivinha?
I think I saw one back in the shed.
Let's go check.
Aí vai entrar como pela janela. Aqui tava trancado.
Okay. Should be something in here that'll work. I guess Marianne left us something useful, huh?
Yeah. We still have to find a way to get inside, though. And please, no broken windows.
We'll see ya. What's happening? Do you feel that?
And don't leave this room until everything looks as clean as a whistle. Ugh. This is the millionth time I've gotten in trouble because of you. You and your big mouth. Hey, you were thinking the same thing. You just weren't brave enough to tell her. What good would it do? It's not like she ever listens to us anyway. Well, I'd rather scream it right in her stupid face than be a quiet little mouse. Oh, we forgot the key. We need to put it back. Maybe we could hide it somewhere. You know, for fun. Goblins are supposed to help the princess, not play mean tricks. Whatever, you're not fun. I'm only trying not to make her even worse.
Whoa. Did that just happen?
I don't know, but I saw it too.
It felt like it did when we used to share thoughts. with our voice.
It did, but that was a memory of us 10 years ago, right? I vaguely remember it happening.
I think so. And, that's new, right?
Yeah. We could share thoughts and feelings, but
Ah, coisa de
we never
gêmeo.
replayed memories like that.
Why would it happen? And why that memory?
I don't know. It's pretty eerie.
Bom, tava faltando isso também no
Our
jogo.
voice was always a good thing. This could be too.
I'm feeling something again. Near the barn.
Yeah, me too.
Lembrar de onde eles esconderam a chave. Eu ia dizer, estava faltando um poder pra ficar mais parecido com Life is Strange, porque tipo a Max podia viajar no tempo. A Chloe que era mais zoada assim, mas ela tinha o poder da... Ela conseguia convencer, digamos assim. Não era exatamente um poder, mas era o que ela fazia de diferencial. E o Daniel, acho que era o Daniel. É, o Sean e o Daniel. O Daniel tinha um... Era Jean Grey.
Hurry! Let's go see the silent frog. I'm coming. What?
Aí eu posso largar enquanto eles estão lembrando.
I told you already.
Antes eu fiquei segurando os botões.
No, you're not. Okay. Guess you don't want to see what I put in the treasure room then. What? No, I want to see.
I guess we know where to search now.
We just have to remember which one is the silent frog. So,
Damn, where's the key?
seriously?
Kidding.
Oh, come on.
O silencioso tá com a mão na boca, né?
Nice job keeping a secret, buddy.
Não, pera aí. Viajei. Essa é a chave do celeiro. Do celeiro, da garagem. Ou seja lá, como é que eles chamam isso? Garagem, tá escrito ali. O que é isso? É o piste?
Who left this box here? It looks brand new.
It wasn't me. Has someone been out here recently?
Guess it's your lucky day, bird friends.
É, eu vi um ninhozinho mesmo lá.
Got it.
All this for a screwdriver?
You got a better idea how to get in?
Pera aí que eu já vou largar o piste lá pra ele. Prioridades, né?
These birds should get a reward for watching the house all these years.
Thank you for your service, little friends.
Bom, eles não vão vir enquanto eles estiverem ali, né? Agora não vai dar pra destrancar aqui, eu vou ter que destrancar lá atrás. Ah, agora que eu vi um sino ali.
Not getting in this way.
There are other ways inside. Come on.
Ah, tá. Óbvio. Não vou arrombar a fechadura, eu vou arrombar ali o porão. Ah, é parafusado. Simples assim. Achei que fosse pregado.
You sure you want to go in there?
This was our very first...
Não, vambora. A gente veio até aqui pra isso.
Who knows what lives down there now? Everything okay down there? Tyler?
Por que eu já esperava isso?
Then why am I laughing?
Okay, fine. But you're still an idiot.
All right.
Mas foi boa.
I'm going in for real this time.
Okay. See you at the front door in a few minutes.
Tá, vai dar pra explorar a casa inteira antes de abrir pra ela. Ou ela vai ficar me chamando o tempo todo.
Are you okay? What happened?
Aham, só bati a guampa ali, certo.
Head like an idiot. Wait. What? Where are you?
Ty, I'm outside. But I can hear you in my head.
Interessante.
It's back.
Holy shit. Don't some dragons. Straight ahead.
Need to go left, I think.
Ah, tá. Tá ali os goblins que parecem um mutano. Deixa eu só ver o que tem pra cá ou não.
Alright. Nothing here.
Of course I was.
Tem colecionável.
I would have taken the gold.
Not even in your dreams.
Ela não só escuta o pensamento dele, como ela, pelo jeito, enxerga o que ele tá enxergando.
Again, after the goblin.
Tá, sim, eu sei, é pra lá. Mas eu quero explorar. Vai que eu acho.
Nope. It was on the right.
My bad.
Bom, então tá, se é pra direita, então eu vou pra esquerda pra explorar. Eu não montei o microfone pra tossir, porque a última vez que eu fiz isso, o RTX Voice crashou. Então eu prefiro não arriscar. Aqui.
That was our treasure? It's just trash.
We could make treasure out of anything. Our imaginations were that powerful.
Marianne grilled us about all these missing dishes, but a goblin never gets
Eu
a
vi um
treasure.
estouro. Não foi no jogo. Tô vendo cachorro. Um monte de cachorro latindo, então.
Past the treasure. Straight ahead. You know, I almost convinced myself our voice was just another childhood fantasy.
Me too. But we really are connected.
The Mad Hunter. Why am I still afraid to say his name?
He was Marianne's creation. She made all the creepy characters.
Ei, não era aqui. Agora eu me perdi. Peraí que eu vou seguir pra onde ela pediu. Realmente não era aqui. Era pra direita. Sala dos tesouros, beleza. Perigoso aqui, cheio de fios elétricos. Tem uma abertura aqui pra eu entrar, né? Eu subi. Ih, já tô totalmente perdido. Ah, não, é aqui. Achei. Esses hitbox aqui provavelmente vai ter alguma correção também. Eu já percebi que ele aparece pra apertar, a gente aperta, ele some ao invés de aparecer. Ao invés de simplesmente executar a ação. Também é o dia 1 do jogo. E os jogos do Life is Strange eu fiz em live, do Life is Strange 2 e do Before the Storm. Esse quase que eu fiz também. Nossa, há muito tempo que eu não faço live no YouTube. Não sei como é que eu ia me sair.
Tyler?
Também não quero demorar. Vou deixar pra testar com outro jogo também. Não da DONTNOD, provavelmente eu vou gostar muito.
Tyler!
Coming.
Nossa, já cortou pra uma cutscene. E não me deixou explorar.
Are you okay?
Olive, good to hear your voice again.
Yeah, same here.
So, coming in or what?
Just working up to it.
Eu ia dizer que tá frio lá fora, mas ali dentro também deve estar, porque se eles não têm energia.
Well, we're here.
Ela comentou alguma coisa sobre isso antes, pelo menos.
So, how do we get started?
We figure out what to keep, what to trash, and see what else this house might be trying to show us.
Entrei na casa, tudo certo.
Wow. It doesn't seem real.
Alright, let's see. Broken shelf, broken jar, and the washing machine. Broken. The dryer never worked to begin with.
Marianne thought dryers were straight up evil. Energy hogs.
I hated hanging drippy laundry. I refused to change for a few weeks once, so I wouldn't
O
have.
aquecedor podia funcionar, né? Ah, não é elétrico. Não parece ser, ao menos.
Whew. This place needs some serious cleaning. Or an exorcist.
We should take down the creepy masks if we don't want to scare the buyers away.
Oh, so now you don't want to scare someone with those masks.
Hey, I just put on the mask and pretended to be a warrior. You were the one who got freaked out by it.
Right.
Not that she ever let me wear him very long.
O que que ela era exatamente, hein?
Huh.
Além de estranho.
This bathroom still smells like Marianne.
Good scrub and we'll be rid of that too.
Fico apertando o E errado.
What are we gonna do with all her jewelry?
Well, I'm certainly not gonna wear it.
Donation pile it is, then. Handmade soap. Still here after 10 years. Impressive.
You could say that about the entire house.
Wow. I forgot all about her weird concoctions.
And how she was always testing them on us. Like we were lab rats.
O que que ela era?
What would little Tyler think if he walked in here right now and saw me?
Ela fazia poções, colocava máscara bizarra pela casa toda. Por quê? Por motivos religiosos.
But Marianne caught me.
It was a pretty dress.
Yeah, well, we both know pretty was never my thing. We were so competitive about who measured taller. Like, we actually had anything to do with it.
And after all that, it ended in a tie.
Sim,
None of
gêmeos.
that crazy stretching I did made any difference.
Ali provavelmente eu vou dar a volta, né? Aham.
After all this time,
Guess we never had time to complete the collection.
these came out of one of the prize machines at the Vecchi's store, right?
Yeah, you'd slide the quarters inside on the little tray, and then magic, out pops a sticker. Best mom. You think we ever really believed that, or were we just trying to make her happy?
Either way, it wasn't true.
Eu já percebi que eles não gostavam dela mesmo. Provavelmente eu vou ter que subir lá. Primeiro eu vou vasculhar isso aqui tudo.
After all this time, I thought I'd feel more prepared to deal with this mess.
String, glue, duct tape. The holy trinity of house repair.
Que é isso?
Marianne loved having something to fix.
Yeah, well, she could have tried a little harder to fix her own head.
Can you picture Marianne talking to a shrink?
No. And speaking of...
Therapy's expensive, and I'm fine.
Eu nem sugeri isso, mas tudo bem. Tá, deu uma vibrada no joystick aqui. Provavelmente eles vão lembrar de alguma coisa. Ah, ela era daquelas.
Old textbooks. Tessa gave them to us, right?
Yeah, she thought we were gifted.
We were. Just not like she thought. You think she knew we were
That's so much
sharing
admission.
answers?
We shared for fun. We both knew them all anyway.
Pedido de desculpas. Será que ela fazia eles escrever isso? Pedir desculpas pra ela. Ei, mãe, desculpa. Oi, mãe, desculpa que a gente quebrou o vaso. Eu sabia que você gostava dele, tinha que tomar mais cuidado, não brincar na sala, papá. Você chorar, beber, babá.
What are you reading?
A letter we wrote her. To apologize for breaking that stupid face, remember?
Bore your kids into good behavior. Great parenting strategy.
Ela fazia eles. Forçava eles a escrever. Pedir desculpas. Olha aqui.
I don't remember these.
It's probably one of Marianne's unfinished masterpieces.
There's 2 of them. Maybe they were us. In some weird way that only made sense to Marianne.
Tá, ela batia muito bem pelo jeito também. Ela tentou matar o filho.
Wow. I'm so embarrassed for us. Mini Da Vinci's we were not.
She saved every drawing we ever did.
There's a couple of these I might keep. She took so many pictures.
Yeah. Like she had to document every second of our lives.
You can keep some of them, if you want.
No thanks. I mean, I like the photos of us, but I don't think I can forget that she was the one aiming the camera.
Tá, já percebi, já. Mais de uma vez que vocês não. Tá, aqui tá começando a vibrar, tá ali, ó. Vem cá, gêmea. Vamos usar o poder aqui.
She was trying to save the planet way before Al Gore made it cool.
Has Al Gore ever made anything cool?
Nah.
I guess she was right about one thing, but you can't really blame anyone for not listening to crazy Marianne Ronan.
Então onde é que ela tava? Não tava percebendo.
I didn't realize how much I missed the smell of firewood.
I miss the cold winter nights curled up here, with big mugs of hot cocoa.
Yeah. Marianne was so tired she was usually asleep on the couch.
Ah, that's why it was so nice. No Marianne.
We'd use our voice so we didn't wake her up.
And then we'd be up all night telling stories and watching the fire die. And Marianne was none the wiser.
Ah, outra máscara ali. Ali eu já vasculhei aqui também. É que usa o poder R, né? Aham. Ah, tem que segurar.
Mom? About me joining the hockey team? Mom!
Sorry, what? Not now. Maybe next year.
But you promised!
Keep whining, and my next year will become never.
Can you cut my hair?
Your hair is fine.
I want to cut it short. Really short.
What? Look, I'm tired, and I'm busy. Let's talk about this later.
You always say that.
Aqui começou.
Everything. Made me so pissed.
She was always on edge those last few months.
Yeah, and completely deaf to everything I was telling her I needed.
She pretty much always said no to me, too.
True, but it felt personal with me.
Eu não sei se era preconceito ou se é porque ela era louca mesmo. Tá, vamos subir lá a escada então. Chega de enrolar. Opa.
Marianne's room.
Let's not go in there until we absolutely have to.
Agreed.
Tá. Acho que até eu concordo. O nosso quarto. Não, sim, antes. Olha aqui. Uma barraquinha.
Yo, what are you doing down there?
Eu ia perguntar isso.
What I'm doing? Trying to figure out if anything in Marianne's mess is worth keeping.
Any progress?
Not really. What about you? What are you doing up there?
Just plotting world domination.
Ah, it's a big responsibility. Not sure if you can hack it, Ronan.
Oh, ye of little faith.
A Nilce.
I guess it is about time to check our bedroom. I'll be up in a second.
Mulher de pouca fé. A Nilce. Como eu tava dizendo, o hitbox tá meio cagadinho, mas...
No, this feels like home.
Tá meio cagado, mas não atrapalha a experiência, porque o jogo na verdade é só curtir mesmo e tomar decisões, então.
How did you convince me to let you put this up?
It was my favorite movie. Back then.
A Cidade do Amor.
How did you convince me to let you put this up?
It was my favorite movie. Back then.
You know, if there's one thing you gotta give Marianne, it's that she let us explore our artistic side.
You should have seen Eddie's face when I tried to repaint his car.
Yeah, I bet Uncle Eddie didn't appreciate your artistic touch.
I'd rather you called him Chief Brown if you're gonna be an ass about it.
Hey, the postcard we sent ourselves from Juneau.
Forever alone.
What?
We barely had any friends. We even had to be our own pen pals.
O Alyson, olha, papapá. Ah, mentira. Isso vai ter provavelmente alguma
Look how
relevância.
small these beds are.
We were so little.
Yeah.
Aqui que eu vou ter alguma... Um beliche agora que o filme dá por conta.
Ugh. Some of our old toys give me the creeps.
Eles faziam os brinquedos.
We never appreciated this view as kids.
Provavelmente vai ser a caixa que vai.
Whenever we asked for a TV, she'd just bring home a big stack of books.
I think you did us a favor with that one.
You may not agree when we start digging into the HBO back catalog.
We'll see.
Eu não sei se a gente tá em 2015 no jogo. Eu não entendi de jeito ainda. Não lembro se a gente tinha começado o Game of Thrones naquela época, era bom. As últimas temporadas, principalmente a última, que...
Look what I found!
What?
Only our greatest creation, the Book of Goblins.
Seriously? It was in that chest the whole time?
All these stories.
I had ideas for so many more.
Marianne wrote a lot of them.
Yeah. It's one of the only times I remember her being at peace.
Só vou deixar aqui. Vou fazer isso. E depois eu mesmo vou pausar o vídeo e vou olhar. Porque senão eu vou perder muito tempo fazendo só isso. Quantas histórias saem? Não, eu não vou fazer mais, esquece.
Where is it?
You looking for something in particular?
My diary.
You never told me about it.
Yeah. With the way Marianne was, I tried extra hard to keep it a secret. Marianne. Yeah, that day she found out about it.
Ah, poder. O jogo tomou conta agora, não tô mais controlando. Tava ali o diário.
Mom, where is it? What did you do with it?
What now?
I can't find my diary. I know you stole it. Give it back.
Sweetie, whatever I do, it's just for your benefit.
You read it, didn't you? You had no right to do that.
I have the right to do whatever I need to protect my little girl.
I'm not your girl. I hate
You will always be my little girl. And no matter how hard you fight me, I'll fight twice as hard to keep you safe.
Parece que era preconceito mesmo.
I don't know how I never saw it coming. She told me right to my face. She was willing to hurt me, to keep me from transitioning.
Bom, se ela tentou matar ele.
There's no way you could have known she'd go that far.
I want my diary back. Her room was the only place I didn't look.
Ah, então vamos ter que entrar no quarto dela.
Okay, but do you need to get it, like, now?
That diary was important to me, Alyson. Writing down my thoughts helped me realize who I am.
Well, then let's go find it.
You think her room is still locked?
It always was. I'm not looking forward to it there.
I know. We'll have to eventually.
The Ice King finally caught the hag. His furious voice could be heard throughout the forest. For your wickedness, you will be eternally bound to the lake. What? No way. Quiet, let me finish. You will no longer be allowed to leave. Not even under a full moon. The moon hag was imprisoned in the lake, and she never again tried to escape. And then the title. What do you think? Not bad, right? I guess that's okay. But I would have changed the end. What? No way!
The Ice King. I totally forgot about him.
That's because it was dangerous to mention his name. He was too powerful.
Dá pra voltar lá, mas eu não vou. Eu quero o diário. Olha aqui. O lago congelado dá pra ver daqui. Sem essa aí, mano. Valeu.
Hold up.
What?
Remember this?
Unfortunately.
You must solve my riddle to earn the right to enter the princess's sanctum.
Nothing a good hard shove won't take care of.
I mean, yes, we could brute force it, but it might be kind of fun to finally solve it, right?
We have different definitions of the word fun.
Okay, well, if we break it, we're just gonna have to fix it for the sale. So let's at least try not to. You have the Book of
Tá
Goblins?
bom.
Yep.
Hand it over.
Ah, não. Tem que ler a
What are
história.
you looking for?
The image on the door, it's making me think of a story from the book. One that Marianne wrote.
You have a way better memory than me.
Well, the Book of Goblins was my creation.
And you'll never let anyone forget it.
Here it is. The one about the princess's party. Give it a read. I think the symbols may represent something in the story.
First ghost memories, now storybook puzzles. What a weird day.
Não é mais fácil sentar e o pé ali.
What a weird childhood.
Estourou agora.
Oh, I think I'm just gonna force this open.
É.
You sure? We're not in a rush, and
Não, eu tô.
we'll have to fix it.
I'm sure. My life got a whole lot better when I stopped letting her set the tone.
Okay, go ahead.
É o que eu teria feito na vida real. Simples assim. Aliás, já fiz isso aqui em casa mesmo, um dia que a fechadura estragou. Minha chave quebrou da fechadura. Ela trancada. Finquei o pé na porta e abri simples.
Whatever. We're not 10 anymore.
Fui lá 10 anos atrás, eles tinham 10, agora então eles têm 20.
She spent so much time making those elaborate games and worlds for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enough that she lost her grip on reality.
So, where do you think we should start looking?
I don't know. Where in this mess would she stash someone else's personal thoughts?
Pessoal, ele deu uma quedinha de frame ali, né? Ah, já tem poder pra lembrar aqui.
Sewing lessons were the absolute worst.
She made all our clothes. I'm sure she needed the help. And I, for one, am happy I can fix a torn seam.
She and Tessa were best friends. Until suddenly they weren't. Wonder what happened.
Either Tessa got sick of Marianne's moods, or Marianne got sick of Tessa's judgment.
Será que eu vou encontrar essa Tessa? Será que ela ainda existe? Achei.
It's here.
Primeiro eu quero usar o poder.
She always had to have a picture of us close by.
Why this picture, though?
As boletas ali também.
Do you see the expression on our faces?
Ela era louca de tomar remédio.
Oh, this explains a lot.
They're mostly full. She was too stubborn to take medication.
Esse era o problema, que ela não tomava.
I just can't get through. Whatever's going on, they won't let me in.
Então não é só as lembranças dele, espera aí.
Everything. But they shut me out, Tessa. They've shut me out. I've had so much on my plate lately, and they're convinced I'm the enemy, and I don't know why. I need them. I need my goblins.
I remember now. We heard her crying. We listened through the door.
Seeing her like this. as if she's still here.
It really sucks.
She was really coming apart those last few months, wasn't she?
Não se explica. Ah, não fucei aqui ainda.
I tried to read this one. I can never figure out the order of the chapters, though.
Didn't the author go insane or something? No wonder Miriam liked it.
Que errado. Tá, bora pegar isso aqui, Pachi.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Do you think she read it?
Of course. She was busy as hell.
Eu não sei se a intenção dele é que a Alyson não leia, mas, tipo, eles compartilham pensamentos, né? Caso ele não lembre desse fato.
Tyler.
What?
Look.
What?
Ela tentou.
Where did you find that?
It was on her desk with her papers.
Seriously? Are you fucking kidding me?
Look, we gotta be really careful not to overthink this.
But it doesn't make any sense. She was mad, right? She was mad I cut my hair. She attacked me because I cut my hair.
She was mad and she attacked you. We both saw it.
Then what is this shit?
I don't know. Tyler, come here.
She can't do this to me. Not now. When I've finally made sense of a few things.
Ela tava tentando gostar dele como ele é.
That was your first mistake. Thinking the world made any kind of sense.
É. Pode não parecer, mas o que ela disse tá fez sentido.
Still finding new ways to piss us off.
Yeah. I think I need some air.
Acabou com ele. Esse jogo ele também é por episódios, esse é por capítulos, esse é o primeiro. São, se eu não me engano, 3. Mas pelo que eu li, a DONTNOD lançou os 3 de uma vez. Eles não fizeram o que eles faziam no Life is Strange. Tipo, era lançar um e ficar meses sem lançar outro. Eu só não tenho certeza disso.
Really sure? I am. Do it. Okay. Here we go. Whoa.
Esse que tava o cabelo dele
Is it all gone?
quando ele tava sendo interrogado. Podia ter aquela musiquinha Love by Grace pra combinar.
Really? Yeah. I can't wait to show Mom. She's been so sad lately. More than sad. She's been scary. Yeah, but not tonight though. It was almost like a party. Thank you, Alyson. You don't have to thank me. You're my sister. I feel more like your brother. Brother, sister, we look out for each other. but I'm pretty sure I just gave you a really bad haircut.
Mas não ficou tão ruim assim.
Mom?
Tá melhor que o meu, né?
Mom?
Tipo, quase meio ano sem cortar. Mais de meio ano sem cortar por causa da quarentena. Não, faz uns 5 meses que eu não corto, eu acho. Foi aí que aconteceu a merda, né? Sinistro. Eu tô ganhando no Lago Joystick, eu tô com medo de ter que controlar alguma coisa na cutscene. Mas eu acho que não vou precisar. Ela tá variando, falando sozinho.
Oh no. No, 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 no. This is wrong. This is all wrong.
Wait! Stop!
Agora já tá parecendo que não era exatamente o que aconteceu. Não era como ele lembra, não. Ou ela de fato foi atrás tentar matar ele depois. Ou ele interpretou mal.
Glad we found your diary.
Me too.
I guess she was trying to figure out where you were at.
Yeah, well, she should have asked. I wasn't some goddamn research project. I was her child.
About the book.
Raising your transgender child? Do you even know how rare these books were in 2005?
Agora eu sei que eles estão em 2015, então.
Was she trying to figure out how to support me?
Maybe.
But she wasn't trying. She never...
It doesn't make sense. I know. You cutting your hair was what set her off, right?
Alyson, she read my diary. She already knew. It wasn't my hair. And if you're wrong about that... Fuck.
You think she read it. It's possible she never even opened the diary, and that things are exactly like we always thought they were.
But if she did, and they aren't...
God, Tyler. Sure. I mean, we could have been wrong. But what good does it do to ask the question now?
You mean other than not having to live with the thought that my mom tried to kill me for being me?
Tyler, I know you want there to be something to find. Something that'll make it all make sense. But she was unhinged.
So that's it then. She was crazy. Nothing else to say.
I think we'd be better off if we tried to move on.
Why don't we talk to a few people who knew her? See if that book makes any sense to them.
People don't want to talk about Marianne.
Aquela amiga
Pretend
dela.
like that night never happened.
Eu até me esqueci o nome, mas que eles mencionaram. Tessa, isso.
What about Tessa? She was Marianne's closest friend. Let's ask her about it.
Sure. But I'll warn you, she's particularly touchy about this subject.
Well, maybe she'll talk to me. I was always her favorite.
Operative word was. But we need to go by the store anyway, to get a few things for the repairs.
Great. 2 seagulls, 1 stale hunk of bread.
I'm not sure I like that analogy.
Listen, I know you don't want to keep talking about this.
But you're obviously not going to be satisfied until we do. So let's talk.
Qual é o problema?
You've been on edge all day. Is there something more going on with you?
It's nothing.
Pretty sure it's not nothing. And I'd like us to be on the same page.
I thought we were on the same page. Sell this place as quick as possible and move on.
É, virou
And
totalmente.
then we found the book, and things changed. You really don't get that?
It's just with the way you avoided this place for the last 3 years, I thought you wouldn't want to spend any extra time here.
Oh,
Até achar o livro, né?
so that's what this is about.
Acho que eu
Maybe a
devia ter
little.
feito outra pergunta
Yeah.
antes.
It's just. You graduated 3 years ago. And this is the first time we've seen each other in person.
I wanted to talk to you about that, but it never seemed like the right time.
I tried to visit you. I tried to go to your fireweed graduation. I wanted to bake you a crappy boxed cake and take awkwardly posed
Ah, eu
photos.
consigo.
I know.
But you shut me out. All I got was non-responses and half-assed evasions.
It was about me, not you. And making it about you is really not cool.
Seriously? That's it?
Seriously.
Okay then.
Agora eu voltei na pergunta.
So, I was thinking,
Hmm?
do we need to be in such a rush to sell this place?
We've been over this, and we both agreed it's time for a clean break.
I know, trust me. I'm not talking about staying for long. Just long enough to get some answers.
And you think this house has those answers?
Maybe not, but it's a place to start.
Já acharam uma bela resposta que foi o livro.
It would be a shame if there was something to find and we tossed it out. How about we start digging without putting off the sale? And if it seems like we need more time, we'll talk about it then.
Okay. So, we have a plan?
Yep. We ask around about Marianne, but we also stick to our repair schedule.
If that's really what you need. Alright, deal. Ollie's Diary. It's been a long time since I heard that name.
Was I the only one who ever called you that?
Actually, no. I used it at Fireweed for a while, until I settled on Tyler. Most people were pretty chill about the switch. Not everyone, though.
What do you mean?
I had a mentee who refused to call me Tyler. He didn't want my help. He didn't want anyone's help.
I'm sorry. I like the name Tyler, by the way.
Thanks.
Não sei qual era o nome original dele agora. Ele falou, mas eu não. Vou ler o diário inteiro, né? Olhe.
At least the glacier's still there.
You have to wonder just what kind of stories it could tell. You know, if it had a mouth.
Remember the ice cave?
The old bear's den?
That's the one. It would have made a perfect secret base if we'd ever been able to find it again.
You know, I actually went looking for it a few years ago.
Really? No way. So?
We found it, but the entrance had collapsed.
Ah, bummer. Not a bad view, right?
I forgot how beautiful it is.
Remember that time
Tentar
we
lembrar de
tried to
tudo que é
cross the lake
coisa.
after it froze over?
Oh yeah, how can I forget? Marianne lectured us for an hour.
Well, she wasn't wrong, at least. It was
Yeah.
really dangerous. If we'd fallen in, no more goblins.
Não, é uma coisa muito saudável de se fazer.
We know how to spot thin ice.
I think I'd like to end up somewhere like this, just not here.
Somewhere with more trees than people?
Exactly.
Just go into it with a little more of a plan than Marianne did.
I think Marianne had a plan at some point. She had all that survivalist gear, mostly working generator.
I think she was making it up as she went along.
Maybe. But maybe that's just how she was at the end. After she lost it.
É, antes dela pirar, provavelmente.
If you squint, you can almost forget Tella's crossing's only a few miles away.
I'm sure Marianne tried to.
Can't blame her.
We're headed there for supplies later. You ready for that?
Yeah, but I was really enjoying a day without assholes.
Just a little longer, and every day will be asshole-free.
That might be asking a lot.
Provavelmente ali não vai ser muito agradável, então.
Well, guess we better get going.
And here I thought you'd never tear yourself away.
Yeah, sorry. Views like this, I just tend to get lost in them.
Go ahead. I'll catch up. Need to respond to a message.
My sister, the social butterfly.
Vai deixar o diário ali?
Seems we got a trespasser.
What the fuck?
Ei,
You got 5 seconds to talk me into defending my property.
Your
como assim?
property?
5, 4,
I'm Tyler.
no noted Tylers. 3, 2.
Fala o nome.
Ellie? What are you doing out here, girl?
This is our house.
Was I talking to you?
Sam, put the gun down. This is Tyler. My brother.
Ah, pronto.
Brother?
Já vi tudo.
Oh, shit. Huh. I guess I heard about all that, but I never... Damn. You look like a real man.
So do you, Sam.
You know what I mean. I just didn't know they could make a woman look so much like a man.
You know, I'm just trying to be me. It's just who I am.
Well, I've seen a couple of lady transvestites on the TV before, but, I've never seen a dude.
Sam, that's not how you say that.
Say what? Transvestites?
Yes. It's transgender. Transgender men.
É, mas o Sam até parece estar aceitando melhor do que eu imaginei.
Delos Crossing. The world's just moving on without us.
It's fine. Let's just change the subject.
Works for me. Tyler.
Thanks, Sam.
Tô vendo um avião no jogo.
What are you doing here exactly?
Oh, well, I've been kind of keeping an eye on this place for you, you know? It's like patching the roof, checking the pipes, and all that stuff.
Thank you, Sam.
Oh, yeah, it's, that's no...
Não, é no jogo sim.
You know, your mama, she was a special lady. She deserved much better than, you know, what you got.
Didn't you used to help Marianne with repairs and building projects?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, seeing as your mama never had a man around, I took it on myself to help her keep this place standing.
How antiquated of you.
Thanks. I guess you two are still aiming to sell the place?
That's the plan. Which, by the way, we need your keys.
Since apparently
Foi ele que trocou,
changed
né?
the locks.
Uhum.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But, selling your mother's house? Are you sure? Bad or good? It's all you've got left of her.
Eu não vou ser mal educado com ele.
Not all. I'm sure the gun she tried to kill us with is still somewhere in there.
Tyler!
What?
What Tyler means is, a fresh start is what we both need.
Of course. This place has got to be full of all kinds of bad memories.
Eu tentei não ser mal educado, mas...
Some good ones, too.
Tem a opção de pensar.
Did you help with her door?
Her door?
The puzzle on her bedroom door.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you two kept sneaking in, giving her no privacy, huh? You ever solve it?
No.
No.
We're all done with fairy tales.
No. After what you two been through, makes sense.
How well did you know her?
Not as well as I thought. When I heard what happened that night, well, I figured people were bullshitting me.
It really surprised you, didn't it?
Much as anything ever has. Other folks say they saw it coming. Not me.
Bom, eu apertei sem segurar. Agora eu vou segurar ele. Já deu.
We should
Ah,
get
tá.
going.
That's all you think we'll get out of him?
I guess I could ask him a few more questions.
Não, pior é que eu não tenho. Já perguntei tudo que tinha.
Allie, can you hear me?
Ty, you can't do this when we're in the middle of talking to someone.
But this is pointless. He's hammered.
He's always hammered. And who knows? Maybe it'll make him chatty. Now come on. People think our family is weird enough.
Everything okay with you two?
Yes.
No.
Oh, all right.
We should get going.
That's all you think we'll get out of him?
He's too wasted to be of any more help.
I'll tell him to get a move on then. Well, we've got a supply run to make, and Uncle Eddie's expecting a visit. So,
Right. Yeah, of course. Get going, you two.
Sam, we all gotta get going.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Ele achou que ia ficar ali.
I myself. Lots of to-dos on old Sam's list. And you don't want to keep Brown waiting, you know?
Thanks for looking out for this place.
Happy to do it. I don't hesitate to reach out if you need anything. Anything at all. You hear?
Sam?
Ele gostava dela.
Sam? The keys?
Oh, yeah. Of course. Of course. Yeah, they're yours. This place, it meant a lot to your mother. It almost felt like it was a part of her. And it's like some part of her is alive here still.
Hopefully the house doesn't turn out to be a murderous psycho that tries to kill us in our sleep, huh?
Não precisa falar isso, não.
Yeah. Well, take care of yourself. Both of you.
Mas pera aí, ele falou que ela tentou matar ele quando ele tava dormindo.
Hey, so, we really do have a lot to do.
Agora eu fiquei mais confuso
Hey,
ainda.
go on. I'll be right behind you.
Achei que ele ia ficar meditando um pouco. Ah, Ele deu uma última olhada. Agora eu entendi porque o goblinzinho caminhando ali no safe, no loading também. O Mutano. Rachar lenha deve ser uma prática muito comum lá, porque...
Ready to veni vidi vecchi?
Hein?
I'm ready to talk to Tessa.
Just try to keep in mind that your memory of her is 10 years out of date.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be if she reached out to me while I was in Fireweed, which she didn't. So I'm guessing this is Michael?
Ah, agora eu tô controlando ele. Na Alyson. Perdi pra ver se lembrava de alguma coisa, mas não. Faz sentido que eu errei.
Hey, isn't it your day off?
Yep, we're here as patrons. Tyler, meet Michael. This is the annoying coworker I was telling you about.
I was there for your introduction to marshmallow vodka and wine coolers, and I've only worked my way up to annoying coworker. Rude.
Don't worry, she told me exactly how miserable she'd be in this town without you.
It's so good to finally meet you. The Tyler talk goes on 24/7, so I feel like I already know you. So, you here to grab some stuff for the homestead, or?
Yeah, we decided it'd be easiest if we just stayed out there. We'll get it cleaned up faster if we literally cannot escape it.
Hey, I'm all for efficiency. Cannot wait for us to get out of here.
What's that?
Ah, eu tô controlando ela, por isso.
Michael is moving to Juneau too. We were thinking of being roommates.
Oh, okay.
Thinking about it? You better not be backing out on me. The only thing that gets me up some mornings is marking one more day off the calendar.
Don't worry, she won't. We'll get the house sold, and you guys can move on.
There could be room for you too.
For sure. The more Ronins, the merrier. I'm studying to be a chef, so, you know it'll be good eating. And hey, I only snore during allergy season. And baseball.
How can I say no to that?
Cozinha bem,
You okay?
beleza.
Dead on my feet, girl. Got up at 4 to fish before work. It's been a day.
Oh, you like to fish?
Yeah, there's this spot called Buzzard Hole I go to at least twice a week. It's like an hour drive, but it's so chill, especially first thing in the morning.
Shut up. I used to go there all the time.
For real?
Yeah.
Hey, well, if you want to go sometime, holler at me. I don't mind sharing.
Cool. Most guys I know get all smeagol about their fishing spots.
Oh, look at you two. Bonding over the most slow and boring way to kill an animal.
She's just jealous because she couldn't catch a fish, even if she filled the lake with cyanide
I'm
first.
not... Ugh, never mind. Tyler, we better get started with our shopping.
Yeah, I'll be around if you need anything.
Agora que explora com ela. Não adianta eu tentar lembrar de alguma coisa, que pelo que eu entendi o joystick vibra na hora que... Nada, nenhum pensamento sobre... Opa!
Get it? Cause it's a dome? You're gonna fall, stupid. That was funny.
I can't believe you didn't laugh. That was hilarious.
Not as funny as you getting all pouty when I didn't laugh at your jokes. I loved baiting you. It was my favorite thing.
Eu achei que ela ia subir. Somente pessoas autorizadas, tipo, entrando assim do nada. Ah, não. Eu tô apertando R2, mas é sem querer. Força do hábito de jogar. Opa. É vibradinha no joystick, então tem mais coisa pra lembrar aqui.
Should we go inside or stand around until we become human popsicles?
Human Popsicle. E eu apertando o botão errado.
I wanna have the crispy tocino, and noodles and spring rolls. And can we get the coconut cake for dessert?
Easy, my hungry goblins. We have to leave some food for the other customers.
But Auntie Tessa said we can have whatever we want.
Man, I miss Tessa's cooking. She still make those, what are they called? Fried banana rolls?
Tehran?
Right.
No, I'm pretty sure she made them special for us.
Faz sentido eu controlar a Alyson. Ela não reconheceu o talher. Chicletes, goma de mascar. Chicletes é uma marca, na verdade.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go shopping.
Ah, tô vasculhando, é isso que a gente tá esperando.
Tessa's still doing that Bible study here every Wednesday?
Wednesday nights are always packed. She cooks tons of bibinka and the Hail Marys start flowing. I really hope they get enough signatures on this.
On what?
They want to build a fancy hunting lodge up the river.
3,
Gonna
4, 5.
totally screw up salmon migration.
Tem literalmente 5 assinaturas.
Crazy that they haven't caught him yet.
Tô ouvindo um avião passar. Só não sei se é no jogo ou se é aqui. Jogo de correspondência.
Come on,
Tá.
I'm freezing here.
Tá, beleza, tá frio mesmo. Isso eu concordo. Uma moeda aí. Olá, senhora Tessa, por favor.
Did you forget something in the office?
No, just doing some shopping. You remember my brother, Tyler?
Your brother? Oh, right, Tyler. What a pleasant surprise.
Didn't Alyson tell you I'd be by today?
Yes, I think she did. I just didn't expect to see such a dapper young man.
Well, I did shower this morning.
Did you just get back into town, or?
More or less, we've been working out at the old house, but surprise, surprise, after 10 years of sitting empty, it was missing a few things, hence the supply run.
Ah, right. Well, we'll get you set right up.
Por enquanto, o pessoal
Be home.
parece se tão de boa.
I'm not sure nice is the word for it.
Oh, of course. I assume being there feels complicated.
That's one way to describe it.
Well, don't let me keep you any longer. I'll be here if you need anything.
Oh, hey, is Tessa around today?
The wife's not in at the moment. I'm sure she'll be around later, though.
Okay, so we need candles and an all-purpose cleaner.
Plus snacks and drinks. I'm starving. You think you could take a picture of this? Look, all the good fishing spots are marked.
I don't have my phone on me. And you know you could just Google all this later, right?
Are you kidding, Alyson? Old fishermen aren't gonna share this kind of juicy intel on the internet.
Tá. Ele falou em bebida e comida. Ela quer outra coisa, ela quer vela e eu me distraí com o que mais precisava.
No way. The Trout King is still here.
Eu já conversei contigo
So,
antes.
cleaning products. You think
Tá,
we get the organic
produtos de
one?
limpeza.
Or the industrial strength planet killer?
Organic. We might have to scrub a little harder, but I'd never be able to look those beavers in the eye again if we use those chemicals.
Organic one it is.
So, what kind of lure would you use for a steelhead?
Well, it's hard to beat little Cleos, but depends on conditions. Wait, is this a pop quiz?
Hey, I had to be sure.
What, you think I'm like catfishing you?
Well, can you blame me for being skeptical of an outdoorsy Ronin?
No. No, I cannot.
Ah, parece... Ah,
So, what are you thinking snack-wise? Are you a candy girl?
Inventory, huh?
Yeah. My mind is so numb right now. Anyway, how's the shopping spree going? Finding everything you need?
I don't know who arranged all the shelves today, but they're a total mess.
Are you coming for me, Ronan? Do I have to remind you of the great spreadsheet disaster of 2014, huh?
We don't talk about that. I just made one tiny function mistake.
Which wound up in the store almost ordering $10,000 worth of tampons.
You really saved my ass when you caught that.
Yep, and you still owe me for it.
tava com medo de que ele
how's your day
fosse se
going?
ofender.
We found some stuff in Marianne's room that really threw us for a loop.
Do you want to talk about it?
I do, but not here. And I think it
Eu
also
acho que
might
dá pra
not be
confiar
a
nele.
story to tell.
Se ela vai morar com ele.
But maybe all of us can hang out later and you can get the whole messy story.
Alright, well, I'll be here if you need me.
Eu gostaria que já aproveitasse pra me falar onde tem velas. Eu devo ter passado 20 vezes aqui e não vi.
Hey Tyler, remember the Trout King?
Yeah, I saw it. I thought Tom might have retired him by now.
You kidding? He never misses a chance to tell customers he won a trout derby.
It was a 12-pounder!
Que isso, é tinta ele queria
Hey
comigo.
Tyler, candy or chips?
You know I got a sweet tooth, sis.
Sugar Rush it is.
Eu prefiro salgado. Mas beleza, ele ficou 10 anos preso, vamos dar um desconto.
Let's see. Fresh cut peonies, triple layered chocolate chip cake, toasted marshmallow.
Are you doing a dramatic reading of a fancy-ass cookbook?
Nope, just browsing these fancy ass candles.
Que até isso vai ter consequência?
Plain candles are fine.
Não dá nem pra trocar, né?
Michael, you want me to pick up some birch syrup for you?
Is that some roundabout way of asking me to make you two my world famous pancakes?
Ooh, busted.
Ela não vai comprar, ela só vai. Só vai mexer com ele mesmo. Tá, quer mais bebidas? Que acho que é refrigerante.
Tyler, you want water, soda, juice?
Whatever you want. I'm not picky.
Wish any of it sounded good. I'm grabbing some water.
You do you, girl.
Okay, I think we're done here.
Tom will ring us up at the counter.
Eu vi que alguém entrou ali.
Alyson, I'm waiting. Let's pay for the groceries.
Ah, foi ele mesmo. Eu tô com a impressão de que o babaca da história aqui vai ser aquele cara que tava na balsa lá.
Will that be all?
É isso.
Thank you, Tom. Oh, hi,
Opa.
Tessa. We were just meaning to come talk to you.
Hi, Tessa. Long time no see.
My god, you look like a completely different person.
It's me. Plus beard.
Yes.
So we were out at the old house today.
Heavens, why would you go there? Surprised it's even still standing.
We found some stuff in Mary Ann's room that took us by surprise.
Oh, really?
Não, musiquinha de mistério.
We want to ask you some questions about her. You're the only person who might have known Mary Ann better than us.
I don't know about that. It's been a decade, kids.
I know,
Só lembra.
but I need to ask.
What is it?
Did she ever talk about me being a boy?
No. It never came up. I found out much later, just like everybody else.
Mary Ann was obviously concerned. She really didn't confide in you at all?
Your mother was intensely private. She didn't need anyone else, and she made that clear.
But this was about Tyler. She was always willing to ask for help when it came to us.
Not at the end. Look, I have a lot on my plate today. I'm sorry. My
Até essa
advice
parece
is
escondendo alguma
to
coisa.
move on.
It's not that easy.
What happened that night? You can't understand something like that, but it was God's plan. That's all we can know. I need to go now. Best of luck to you, truly.
What the hell was that?
I told you she wouldn't talk. It's like she's got CIA training.
Something's weird here. It's weird, right?
Yeah, I feel it too. It's like something's on the tip of my tongue. Aren't you running for more gun control?
My platform calls for sensible regulations, but folks around here need guns for safety. And as you know, we run extensive background checks before each and every sale.
Mas é difícil comprar arma lá, hein? Vai no mercado e já sai com uma arma.
Can you believe Tessa and Tom were ever young?
I heard that. I may have a little less going on in the hair department, but you should see the rest of Delos High, class of 81.
Fair enough.
Abre o bico aí.
There's something I can help you with?
Sim.
How's Tessa today? She looked a bit overloaded earlier.
She's a real busy bee. Ever since I started campaigning, she's picked up the slack around here. She's practically running the place.
I hate to break it to you, but she always kinda has run the place.
Well, now that's a matter of opinion.
How's business?
Oh, a little light on customers, but that's given us time to finish up the inventory. I think we might close early. Maybe catch the final of Survival on Ice live. Don't tell Tessa, but I'm rooting for Butch. She thinks he's too cutthroat. I say that's the game. You tried that new chocolate bar we got in last week?
Oh, no, not yet.
I didn't think I'd like it. Habanero and chocolate. But it's not bad. What'll they think up next, huh?
What's next on the campaign trail?
A rally down at the harbor. The fishermen are getting pretty fed up with business as usual. I've got some ideas about how to keep the fish populations up, but also put food on the table. Grab some flyers. Help spread the word.
Bom, tchau.
Okay, I'll talk to you later.
Ah, Tessa. Abre o bico, Tessa. Ela não me parece que vai pra lugar algum. Posso chegar e vasculhar o escritório dela, assim, tipo, na caruda, assim, como se ela nem estivesse ali, né?
Can I help you, Alyson?
Oh,
Pode.
No thanks. I'm good. I'm just looking for something that I've forgotten. Man, Tessa keeps track of everything in these notebooks.
Like what?
Any loans she's given out, the stuff she lets regulars take for free, even her tithes.
And then what? She starts passing out horse heads if people don't pay her back?
I think she just likes having a record. She's gonna hand it off to St. Paul like a resume. What's this doing here?
Isso aqui era um pato, mas não, um pelicano. Tudo bem. Abre o bico aí.
Is there something I can do for you?
So what are you doing there?
Oh, just inventory.
Guess I'm lucky I had the day off, huh?
Yes, what a lucky coincidence.
No, just picking up some things for the house.
Oh, okay. Does your brother need any, shaving products? We've got some on sale.
I think he's got everything. But, thanks.
Good, good. Well, you let me know if we're running low on anything you need.
No, never mind.
Agora tem que tirar ela daqui pra
Can I
poder.
help you, Alyson?
Oh, no thanks. I'm good. I'm just looking for something that I've forgotten.
Tá. Achei que desse pra olhar aqueles arquivos acima ali. Eu acho que agora eu vou ter que pedir pro amigo dela distrair, eu sei lá. É que é Michael? Eu esqueci o nome. Opa. Eu achei que vibrando. Lembrança perto. Aqui.
Hey guys, you all done yet?
Yeah, Mom. Can we go outside while you and Tessa play cards?
I'm afraid there's no time for games today, sweetie. Now let's go.
Marianne, can you come here?
Sorry, Tessa, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Oh, what's your excuse this time? Emergency repairs for the beaver dam?
Tessa, look.
No, I don't want to hear it. I want to talk to you now. Or do I need to start calling in your debts?
Huh. I'd completely forgotten about that.
I remember it, but not exactly like that. Here, let's see if we can call up my version, okay?
Ah, qual é a tua versão?
Mom, can we go outside while you and Tessa play cards?
No, there's no time for games today.
Marianne, can we talk?
No, we can't. Just leave the groceries, kids. Let's go.
Don't. Please, let's just talk for a few minutes. Okay?
Okay. We remember that slightly differently. I guess that makes sense. Rashomon, you know? But whatever happened, after that they walked to the counter, and then Marianne lashed out at Tessa, right?
No. Marianne defended us.
I
because
want to
Tessa
talk to
got all
you
preachy.
now.
Which is it going to
Or
be?
do I need to start calling in your debts?
No, Tessa was. She went all Jack Thompson on her.
I want to talk to you now. Or do I need to start calling in your debts? I want to talk to you now. Or do I need to start calling in your debts? Please, let's just talk for a few minutes. Okay?
You hearing this? Marianne was looking for a fight. Which is it going to be?
I want to talk to you now. Or do I need to start calling in your debts?
Essa aí as
Lord
escolhas.
disciplines those he loves. You're failing these kids, Marianne.
Judge me all you want, but don't spew that hate around my children.
Spew hate? I am trying to be your friend. They need a firm, guiding hand, and you.
My God, you actually think you're being a friend right now? Talking about my children that way?
Yes, you might find this hard to believe, but friends aren't just for loans, Marianne.
You really want to get into this? Fine. Let's go to your office. I'll be right back, kids. You stay inside, okay? What is wrong with you?
I wish you would have trusted me on this. I really don't think Tessa was being that harsh.
You don't know her. And regardless of who started things, once they were in the office, they both went at it.
What do you think they were arguing about? Me?
Don't know. It was impossible to hear over the music. But hey, now that we know she was lying to our faces, let's ask her.
A lembrança dele ter dado diferente, então. Será que talvez eu não consiga alguma resposta dela por isso?
Earlier you said Marianne kept everything to herself. But you two had a big fight a few months before her death, didn't you?
We argued all the time. You'll have to be more specific.
This wasn't about who cheated at Canasta. This was intense. You locked yourselves in the office so we couldn't hear.
I'm sorry. It was a long time ago. Now, I was in the middle of something.
Okay. We'll leave you to it. Damn it.
I think she knows more than she's letting on.
Duh. But there's no way to nail her down when we don't even know what we mean.
If we could pinpoint what it was about, she'd be out of excuses.
Sure, but how do we do that? The music was too loud to make out what they were saying.
Marianne and Tessa were obsessed with that song. It was on all the time.
What are you thinking?
We've been getting these visions whenever we see or hear something really emotional. Maybe listening to it will trigger something.
You may be onto something,
Sentido.
Ronan.
We can't go back to her with anything half-assed. We should go talk to Tom. Make sure we build as strong of a case as possible.
Okay. Let's see if we can figure out what song it was.
Dá licença, vou falar com o Tom. Oi, Tom, que música era?
Hey, Tom.
There's something I can help you with?
This might be a weird question, but do you remember the song that Tessa and Marianne used to love? They played it all the time.
How could I forget? I think she's still got the CD back here. A little worse for the wear, of course. Hold on. Here it is. I was happy when it got put away, to be honest. A bit cheesy for my tastes.
This is it, right?
I think so.
Ah, o jogo tá fazendo isso sozinho.
Whoa. I just got hit with a flood of memories. You seeing what I'm seeing?
Yeah.
Should we check this one out?
Mom, stop! That's so embarrassing!
Oh, yeah? Tessa, come join me. I know you love this song.
No, I couldn't possibly. Some of us are actually trying to get work done here.
Aí ele vai lembrar
Free
diferente.
she could be.
Yeah. What the hell happened? You think there's more memories lurking around?
Tem, tá vibrando o joystick.
The kids keep pestering me for these candies. They're so expensive.
I'll just grab a bag. It's fine.
Oh no, I can't, Tessa.
It's nothing.
Okay. But write it down in your little notebook.
Okay, okay. Whatever you want. There. Happy?
Yes. And I'll be by on Wednesday to help you close, like I promised.
Tessa acted like she was Marianne's mom sometimes.
I think you mean Tessa was self-righteous and treated Marianne like a charity case.
She was trying to help.
We should go find that notebook she was holding. Pretty sure I saw one marked 2004 in the office closet earlier.
Tá, então vamos. Opa. Lembrança.
What are you doing here?
I thought you needed help with the store.
I needed help 2 hours ago. Have you been drinking?
What? No, I just had a day, okay? I took a pill. I'm fine.
Marianne.
I said I'm fine. Kids, come on, let's go.
Wait, please. I have something for you. Take a look at this when you get home, okay? They can handle this confusion. I've been working with these people for years. They can help.
What do you think that pamphlet was Tessa gave to Marianne?
Aquele do,
I saw it in Marianne's room.
da religião,
It
sei
had a
lá.
creepy vibe, but I didn't think much about it. It was bad, though. Like, maybe conversion therapy bad.
É, foi sobre aquilo que tinha de fora.
If this is true, I want to know how Marianne felt about it. And we need to hit Tessa with some hard proof.
Ah, eu chego na cara dura e pergunto.
Tessa? Is it okay if I run a quick Google search? My phone's dead.
Sure, but make it quick. I'm going to need the computer.
É, não vou achar um e-mail de 10 anos atrás, né? Já vou direto aqui, que eu acho que era isso.
Virtue Seekers Youth Camp. Wait, what? Is that what she recommended for Tyler?
I don't know what to say.
I'm sorry, Tyler.
Yeah.
Let's see how Tessa explains this one away.
Aí, Y pra...
Here's a newsletter from the Alliance for Traditional Families. Wow. Yikes.
Eu tenho que procurar uma igreja agora.
We should see if we can find that notebook she was holding.
Yeah. I think they're all piled up in Tessa's office somewhere.
Can I help you, Alyson?
Oh, no thanks. I'm good. I'm just looking for something that I forgot. Ah, 2004.
Anything interesting?
Tá. Mais conta. Opa.
No show. It looks like Marianne started flaking on her debt in October 2004.
5 months before that night. I think we've seen enough.
Yeah, we've got a good sense of what went down. Let's talk to Tessa.
Tá, então realmente ela tava devendo. O ser da máquina de lavar. A máquina de lavar, pelo que eu sei, nem tá funcionando mais, né? Não, se bem que faz 10 anos. Cheque sem fundo. Eita. Ela tava meio puta antes quando discutiram ali fora que ela tava Ela tava devendo. Tá, Tessa.
What are we waiting for? Let's go talk to Tessa.
Is there something I can do for you?
We're back, with details that should help your memory.
Oh, really?
Yes, really. We were buying groceries, and then you stormed in, threatening to call in debts and demanding that Marianne talk to you. It turned into an argument. So you guys went into the office and blasted that song you used to dance to all the time.
Call in debts? I never. Like I'm some kind of loan shark. When did this supposedly occur?
Well, our memories don't exactly have timestamps.
I can't be expected to take these accusations seriously if you can't even recall basic details.
Que pariu. Eu só sabia o ano. Vou chutar. Tava frio. Outubro lá, outono. Apertei o botão errado.
August 2004. That's when she stopped paying off her debts to you, right?
August? No, that doesn't sound right. I distinctly remember her helping during the summer rush. I'm sure we never fought about money, though. I was always forgiving with your mother. I could see how she was struggling.
Yeah, and you loved lording it over her, didn't you?
Alyson.
Excuse me? Young lady, I help others because it's the right thing to do. You all would have starved if it weren't for me.
And we're grateful for that. It's just an emotional subject for us, right, Alyson?
Yeah, I never said you two were arguing about money. We know you support the Alliance for Traditional Families, and that you gave her the pamphlet about their camp.
What camp?
Preciso realmente ler tudo.
I think it was Camp of the Transitional Spirit or something. It was conversion therapy. You told her that Tyler should go there.
No, that's not true. I really have no idea what you're talking about, and I was never cruel to Marianne. I did everything I could to help her, to help you all. Even when she fought me, even when she screamed and spit in my face for the effort, even when she didn't deserve it.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Calm down. Look, we know you took care of us, and we're grateful. But I really need you to answer one question. When you two fought, was it ever about me?
It was always about a lot of things. She was struggling with everything at the end.
Did you try to convince Marianne to send Tyler to some kind of program?
No, and I think you should go now.
Tessa, I'm here to figure out if Marianne tried to kill me because of who I am. Do you get that?
I do.
Then why won't you give us a straight answer?
I truly don't know what went on in her mind that day. And it will always be my deepest regret that I didn't see it coming. Now, I understand that this is an emotional topic for you both, and fortunately for you, I keep forgiveness at the heart of my relationships.
If you're so fucking righteous, why did you dump Marianne when she was at her worst?
I will not be dragged back into this. You need to go, now.
Can we have our groceries?
Michael already put them in your trunk.
Cool. Bye, Tom. What are you thinking?
Just trying to wrap my brain around all that. You know, we might have actually gotten to the truth if you hadn't lashed out at her.
Are you serious right now?
You were on her case the whole time.
Don't turn this on me! It's obvious she's guilty of something, and that's why she doesn't want to talk about it! Oh, that sanctimonious bitch!
Done now.
Esse jogo vai me fazer jogar de novo pra ver como é que vai ser se eu pegasse a memória
I
dele.
got so worked up. It just makes me crazy that she would play dumb like that. She knows how important this is to us. To you.
Yeah, but you know, you're onto something with the guilt. She didn't want to admit what they thought about, which makes me think it was me. You spooked her with that talk about the program. I think Marianne really was trying to figure out how to support me before whatever the hell happened that pushed her over the edge.
You may be right.
Yeah. She stood up for me, Alyson. She was still crazy Marianne, but She saw me. I feel lighter. Like I've been carrying something around for the last 10 years and now it's gone.
Ah, então pera aí, então realmente aconteceu.
But
That just opens a whole new box of Pandora's, doesn't it?
É.
yeah, a whole damn shipping crate full.
Well, it's a good thing Eddie's expecting us.
O Michael nem tá aí pra me dar tchau pra ele.
He was in charge of her case.
Did he ever mention
Pra eu,
anything about
mim não conjuga verbo.
to you?
No, I never asked. And I'm sure he thought I was better off not knowing.
Guess that might have made for some awkward dinner conversation.
Exactly. But I mean, he's a good cop. Thorough. I'm sure he's got something. Let's go.
Só vou passar investigando o que aconteceu. Bom, Tell Me Why, né? Nos diz por quê, é o nome do jogo. Que nem o Life is Strange 1, realmente a vida era estranha naquele jogo. Gostei que eles não tiveram, tipo, Life is Strange 3. E também não me parece ter nenhuma ligação com os acontecimentos de Arcadia Bay. E nem com o 2.
Bleak.
It's usually more crowded, but the other officers punch out at 6 o'clock sharp.
There's no crime after 6?
In the mean
No.
streets of Delos Crossing, just bears and drunken disorderlies. And Uncle Eddie can usually handle them on his own.
But what about drunk bears?
Anyway, he's probably in his office, upstairs.
Controlar a Alyson de novo.
Damn, they still got this creepy mask.
Ah, somente pessoas autorizadas.
What? Officer Justin Beaver is not creepy. He's Delos Crossing's longest serving officer.
O que me deu uma fala do Homem-Aranha? Né? E por que eu escolhi ela? Amigo da vizinhança.
Hold on, I want to catch up on all the Delos Crossing gossip.
Have fun. Meet me in the open space when you're done.
Banheiro, papá, beleza. Tem nada aqui pra chamar.
Home sweet home.
We spent
Chegar
a lot of
entrando na
time here.
caruda assim.
Yeah, whenever Eddie was working. The whole precinct's basically family.
It's freezing in here.
Nossa, ele já tá aqui. Já tá trancado, certo?
Locked.
Tá uma galera desaparecida ali. Uma lembrança por aqui, já achei que tá ali vibrando loucamente.
Come on, man. We can't make these poor kids sleep here.
Well, where do you suggest they go? Social services will be here in a few hours, and this is the only room with a bed.
Anywhere but a cell. We'll find some other place.
Here we go again.
God, not here too. I'm not ready.
Me neither. What? Claire Brown went missing on a snowmobile trip?
Yeah. I thought you were still here when it happened.
I don't remember it.
You remember Dan and Shelby?
I think so. The high schoolers who were always pissing Tessa off because they would blast fish and make out in the Vecchi's parking lot.
Yep. Dan's a cop now. They're married and have a kid, a dog, the whole shebang.
Damn. When did everybody decide to become an adult?
Remember Mr. Haynes?
Vaguely.
You never did find him.
This happened when we were kids, right?
Yeah. Marianne freaked out and wouldn't drive after dark for a few weeks. Whew.
Ó, tem rango
It's
aí.
going to smell lovely tomorrow.
It's from Tessa's restaurant, right?
Uh-huh. Everyone eats there all the time. It's as exciting as food gets in Delos Crossing. Man, they are never gonna catch this guy.
What exactly did he do?
This guy keeps stealing out of people's mailboxes. Asshole snagged a box of fancy washi tape I ordered online.
See, I was picturing an actual mailbox bandit. You know, like hopping around on a post with a little mask on the door.
Huh?
You know, the mailbox is the bandit. Sorry, it was a bad joke.
Zé fracasso. Escada acima. Oh, pera aí, vou tentar entrar aqui, não vai dar também, né? Deu?
Something's in the way. Tyler, you coming?
Não quero ler, eu quero entrar, eu quero fazer alguma coisa, quero andar com o jogo. Eu já tô ficando com sono. Tá, provavelmente ele tá ali.
Well, it's not exactly Fort Meade, but yeah.
You think we could find some files about Marianne in the archives?
I don't think so.
Never mind. I'll ask Chief Brown later.
Pergunta agora, então, não depois.
Alyson, hey. Just finishing up a call. Trying to convince Melinda the Ravens and her garbage aren't police business. Give me a few minutes.
Sure.
Make yourselves a cup of coffee. Here's the key to the break room.
Thanks.
Come back upstairs when you're done, okay?
Coffee sound good? The machine is in the break room downstairs.
Uh-huh.
Então vamos?
You know, I really thought I'd locked those memories in some deep, deep part of my brain. Something's in the way.
Energia agora, o que é? Recepção? E era impressão minha, tinha uma lembrança por aqui.
Rose never left me
Não,
back
tá,
here.
tá, tem sim.
Where are we going?
We're just gonna sit down in here, and I'm gonna ask you a few questions, okay?
Okay.
You okay?
Yeah. I just usually try my best not to remember that night when I'm here.
I would too.
Huh. Rose left the computer on.
Verdade é que eu já passou tempo demais aqui. Vai ser a chave do banheiro, né?
Okay, let's go in.
Aqui eu tô dando a volta, né? Tá, então vamos lá, ver se ela lembra de alguma coisa. Aqui, como eu falei, a fronteira do outro lado do Canadá, o Alasca. Se Se eu não me engano, são 14 quilômetros da Rússia, ou 7, alguma coisa assim. Eu lembro que é divisível por 7. E parece que até uma mulher atravessou a nado uma vez. Tem o celular vibrando aqui.
Yep, it's locked.
Didn't Tessa bust Dawn for smoking weed behind the store once?
Yep, but
Hey, is this Crazy D's locker?
yep, I think so.
We need a key to open it. You okay?
I'm just feeling a little nauseous. Ooh, that's gotta be a new record. Ooh, that's gotta be a new record.
Ah, tá aqui o café
How is
e
this so
pronto.
warm? You sure you want coffee this late in the day? You'll be up all night.
I don't think I'll sleep much anyways.
Pior é que agora me deu vontade de tomar café, mas eu não vou tomar essa hora.
Easier. Hey, you okay?
I can't do this. Calm down, Alyson. Stick to the plan. Come on, don't freak out on me now. I can't, please, I can't lie. We already lied. It's all gonna be fine, okay?
You okay?
Honestly, no.
Interessante.
Do you ever regret?
No. No way. Well, maybe once or twice early on, but now, no way. I mean, look where we're at. Look where I'm at.
Uncle Eddie's probably done by now. We should go find him.
Do you mind if I go inside that room for a second?
You sure?
Eu vou ter que entrar ali dentro.
I'm not that hungry.
Não quero ler as notícias.
It's the
Quero
first
lembrar.
time I've been in here since that night. Eddie was so uncomfortable he dropped a vase.
Here. Have a seat.
All right.
Damn it. No. Sorry.
Huh, they kept this?
What?
It's that vase. They glued it back together. Huh. What's that back there?
Colecionável.
No way. You've been hiding back here all this time?
Rei do gelo.
So, isn't Brown waiting for us? We should head back to his office.
Peraí que podia tentar abrir o negócio da louca lá, né?
This
Era
is
isso que
heavier
tava
than
na
I
frente.
expected.
Ah, mas peraí que eu... Calma, não vai ainda.
Why did you separate us? Is Ollie okay?
Ollie's just fine, honey.
Olha.
They're all in the other room having cocoa. Everything's gonna be okay. I need to ask you a few questions now. Come with me.
awfully quiet.
Yeah, sorry. Trying to deal, but it's a lot.
Parece que eles vão lembrando das coisas meio que de trás pra frente. Ou eu que não achei a hora certa ali Bom, aqui é outra porta que eu acabei de abrir, podia ter vindo por ali. E seguir a vida.
Hey, sorry that took so long.
Eu que peço desculpa por ter demorado tanto.
Come out because they're lonely.
No worries, Uncle. Hey, do you remember this guy?
Yeah, of course. How can I forget? Tyler Ronan, back in Delos Crossing.
It's good to be back.
And just look at you. A man grown.
Yep, guess I ate my Wheaties.
The whole clan's so proud of you. How you work with those kids at Fireweed. I would say children are the future.
I thought that was Whitney Houston.
Come on, bro. She stole her entire act from me. Everybody knows that. Look at
Ele
you
parece
two.
legal.
Reunited and feels so good, huh?
Yeah, not sure how I got by without this dork. Look, Eddie, we aren't here just to say hi. We found something in Marianne's room. Things aren't really adding up anymore, and we've got questions.
Oh, yeah?
Did she mention anything about us that might have been worrying her? About Tyler in particular?
No. She dealt with those kind of worries all on her own. Kept the rest of us at arm's length.
É a mesma coisa que a outra falou.
I will tell you one thing, though. Your mom. Never knew her to hate anyone for being unconventional. Usually, it's the other way around.
Did anyone mention anything about her behavior in the days leading up to that day? Anything at all?
No. Everyone I talked to said it took them by surprise.
Did you see her at all? Like, in those last few days?
No. I hadn't seen her for weeks. Maybe a month before.
Thanks, Uncle Eddie.
If you want my advice, nothing good comes from stirring up old memories.
We don't really have a choice about that.
There's always a choice, son. I know sometimes it doesn't seem like it, but there is.
Can we take a look at her file? Maybe we'd see something you didn't.
Her file?
Her case file, or police file, whatever you call it. You keep those pretty much forever, right?
We do, but I can't just pull it out right here, right now. There are procedures.
But you're the chief.
Which makes it even more important that I follow procedures.
Look, Chief Brown, are you gonna help us, or are you gonna be a cop about
Tyler!
this?
No, it's fine. Tyler, I know you resent me, but fireweed was the best deal I could get you.
I'm not mad about fireweed, but I may be a little salty you kept my sister away for 7 fucking years.
That's what this is about? Look, that was the court's recommendation. They're the experts. I just went along.
Yeah, sure you did.
Trust me, son. We all believed that what happened that night was self-defense, but we couldn't be sure.
I can't believe this.
Look, we couldn't be sure, okay? I was trying to protect you both.
So you still not sure?
What?
You still think keeping us apart was the right call?
She was traumatized.
We needed each other to heal, and you took that away from us.
So why didn't you let your sister visit when you turned 18
Uncle,
then, huh?
please. Let's move on.
She's never gonna tell you how much that hurt her, but it did.
That was about me. It wasn't about her. Alyson gets that. And 3 years is nothing compared to 7. Right, Allie?
Dublado, irmão.
Look, Uncle, separating us like that did not help me heal. If anything, it was the opposite. Even if he had been dangerous, I'd have taken the risk. Being apart was that miserable.
I didn't know you felt that way, little moose.
It was hard to talk to you about it. I didn't want to seem ungrateful. Look, we've all fucked up. We've all hurt each other. But isn't that what family's for? Can't we just move on?
Sounds like the right call. Times like this, I wonder who raised who.
We're gonna stay the night at the old house. We better get going.
You want to grab a bite first? It's on me. Don't want to send you out there with empty stomachs.
I would not turn that down. Okay, let's go.
Tá, como é que ele vai arrombar o armário para pegar os arquivos? Hein? Bizarro. O que era aquilo? Aquela sombra. Fantasma da mãe dele. Caralho! Cadê? Acho que eu até tirei daqui. Era ele vendo bichinho já.
I cut my hair. I won't do it again. I'm going to kill you. No, please, please. Mom. Mom, please. No, don't do this.
Foi ela, meu.
Killed her. I killed her. Alyson, we need to call for help. I killed her. No, you didn't. I killed her. And when they come, that's what we're gonna tell them. No, no. Yes, we look out for each other. That's what goblins do. And brothers and sisters. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay.
Que doido, velho. Foi essa mentira que eles contaram. Pra que isso, DONTNOD? Nossa. Pô, eu quero descansar. Eu obviamente não vou jogar agora porque tá tarde, mas se não fosse isso eu ia jogar o jogo todo. Muito bom. Ah, tem as escolhas, tinha esquecido o detalhe. Alyson ficou feliz por Thalia ter aceitado a trégua de Ed. 78% aceita. Ah, já tem as estatísticas, né? Lançou hoje. Mas fica mais acurado assim, depois de algumas semanas, daí mais gente joga. 9% jogaram. Nossa! Então foi com a maioria aqui. Aqui, opa. 81 solucionar o problema. Eu simplesmente não tive paciência e pronto. Eu não sei como é que eu tive paciência pra 100. Eu até vou cortar na edição depois, que eu levei muito tempo. Ele se sentiu rejeitado pela falta de confiança, papá. Ah, tá. Bom, pelo menos a gente descobriu. Quer dizer, não, né? Eu fui com a maioria. Ah, 74% apoiaram. Não chamei a atenção do Sam. Não chamei a atenção do Sam. Que teve uma galera que descobriu a verdade. Teve gente que apoiou o Ed ainda. Nossa. Ah, esqueci que tem
So what now?
cenas do próximo.
He's obviously not going to give us the truth. So I say we go get it ourselves.
Wait, you're not seriously thinking of breaking and entering a police archive?
Go big or go home.
Então, eu vou ter que realmente hackear de novo. 5 estrelas. Se desse pra dar 6, 11, 20 eu daria. Eu vou ficando por aqui, esse vídeo já tá longo ao extremo. Eu vou cortar alguns pedaços depois. Provavelmente, eu não sei se eu vou ter tempo de postar isso na sexta ainda, talvez só no sábado. Mas assim que possível eu posto o próximo episódio. Eu vou ter um final de semana meio ocupado aí. Mas por enquanto, valeu. Até mais.